welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to go through my 5 favorite brighteners for my under eye area. As you might know, I'm already 41 years old and I tend to get a little bit of darkness on my under eye area. And as you can see, I'm really fair, so all the darkness on my skin and everything, redness and everything, is very visible. So I like to cover that a little bit. I use less concealer and use some kind of brightener on my under eye. This is the trick how I can avoid using too much makeup on my under eye area, just because it's so dry, it's so full of lines, and there is this eczema problem as well. So I want to use as little product as possible on that area, and this corrector really helped me do that. And then the other problem is that even though my under eye area is not that hollow, as you can see, I have this kind of shadow on my under eye, which is a little bit of aging. And even though I'm not so worried about looking my age, I actually like it. So there's still some things you want to make look better, how to say that. I have 5 products here. 3 of them are more to the cream kind of products and 2 of them are more liquidy products. So there is different kind of formulas basically for everybody, and the color goes from the salmon kind of peachy kind of shade to the quite bright light pink, I would say. So if you're interested to see what kind of different brighteners I like to use, why, and to whom I would recommend these, just keep watching. The first product I'm going to talk is from Bobbi Brown. This is their Corrector and it's the light bisque shade. It's really I would say salmon kind of, well-baked salmon kind of color. It's really good for my skin tone. The good thing in this Bobbi Brown line is that they have a lot of different kind of shades. So the other products I'm having have only few shades, but I know Bobbi Brown carries quite a wide shade range, so this is definitely a bonus in this one. This is an old product I've been using for years now. When compared to the other 4 I'm going to talk about, this is the most matte product of these ones. It's something which sticks to your skin surprisingly well if you consider how creamy it is. So it's at the same time it's creamy and hydrating, but also it's pretty matte, and there is this brightening effect from the color, not so much from the luminosity of light reflecting particles or something like that. So this is a bit different in that kind of way. So this just cancels out my cat is having some kind of complaints about life. This uses mainly pigmentation for the brightening effect. I know, for example, Jam Beauty Jessica really loves this product. This is very good product to use on your inner corner if you tend to have this kind of darkness in here. Just a little bit of that on your inner corner and then that's it. What I like to do when I use this product is that I take a small brush and then I just slightly, like this, dab it on my skin. And usually I have used concealer before I use these kind of products, so I just mix it in with the concealer and that's it. If I'm having very much darkness on my skin or I'm going to wear my makeup for a long time, I might use this first and then concealer if I use this Bobbi Brown one, because this is so matte, so this sticks to the skin most easily. I wouldn't recommend this if you have very dry skin or if you have a lot of lines on your skin. So mature skin, like up from 60 years or more, this might not be the best products just because this is so dry, and this can be thick if you don't use very light hand. But if you have your right tools and you're light-handed, this is very good product to be mixed with concealer or on its own as well, so it works really well. The second one I'm going to talk is from Benefit. This is the Boing Brightening Concealer, and I have the shade 1. It's almost too light for me, which tells you a lot. As you can see, I'm pretty fair. It's January now and I don't remember when I've seen sun last time, so there is absolutely no tan in my skin currently. I've had it for a month or so, so I've had quite a good amount of time to really try it on and make my decision how I like it. For me, it's pretty similar to the one from Bobbi Brown. It's quite matte, and if I compare it to the other one I'm going to talk about from Becca, this is not so emollient. This doesn't have that much luminosity on the product. It has more than Bobbi Brown, so if you don't want to have so matte product but you want a little bit of lightness, also the right light reflection on your skin, then this one from Benefit is a good product. But if I want a product on those days when I'm really dark on my under eye area, then I choose this one. Also, this has a little bit of more pigment than the one from Becca, so if I don't want as much pigment as from Bobbi Brown and less luminosity as the one from the Becca product, then this one is great for me. But I've been really enjoying this, so I'm happy about it. The third product is the one I use most. It's the Brightening Corrector from Becca Cosmetics, and I have the shade light to medium. As I mentioned before, this has most amount of emollients on the product, which means that it glides on really easily. Also, there is this negative side that if you have oily skin, it really glides on easily, so it can be quite slippery feeling, and if your makeup tends to slide off during the day, this is not for you. For me, this is perfect for my dry under eye area. I can use just this if I don't want to use much makeup and my skin looks more fresh. It cancels out the darkness on my under eye area and it gives that luminosity. If you've seen some of my videos, sometimes my under eye area might look maybe a bit too light, and the light reflects quite easily, and usually I've been using this product, which I don't mind actually, because there is no such thing that too much luminosity on my dry skin, so I really enjoy it. In natural light it doesn't do that, so it just looks really fresh and makes your skin look more even. If you want to use a very matte concealer, this is going to make the situation very different. So this is going to mix up that concealer, and it might make the concealer not last so well because it's so emollient. So that's something you need to consider when you're using this. Also, if you use a lot of powder, this can cake up because you need to use quite a lot of powder to make that luminosity turn away or make this product really last, and that's never a good situation if you have mature skin or dry skin or under eye lines or something like that. The next two products I'm going to talk about are both liquid products, and there is place for these as well. The first one I got of these two is the one from Maybelline. This is the Age Rewind. Actually, this calls Instant Anti-Age, the Eraser Eye Treatment and Concealer with Goji Berry and Haloxyl. Yes, that's a name. It's just brightener, no shade in this. It's really pink, so it's really pink. If you don't have cool tone in your skin, avoid this. This will look ridiculous in everybody if you don't have cool tone skin. It's really pink, but if you have a concealer which is just a little bit of too warm toned, or you have heavy purple or bluish kind of color in your skin, this is great one. And this is something I use before my concealer, just because it's so liquidy that it's kind of stays on the skin, and it's easier to use the concealer after it. Because if you use concealer first, then this is so liquidy that this kind of doesn't stick to the concealer, if it makes any sense. But for some reason this is something I like to use before concealer. And because this is so pink, I use it only to this inner part, and maybe this part, which might be a more dark one. I don't take it here, it's just way too pink for that area. But it's really beautiful mixed to the Age Rewind concealer, for example. Yes, I know the sponge in the top of this looks bad at this point. So if you are a hygiene freak, so you want to avoid this for sure. Very similar one is the product from Estee Lauder. This is called Custom Coverage Correcting Duo. This is from the Double Wear line, and if you know the Double Wear foundation or concealer, you'll know that this line sticks to your skin and lasts all day. And this is a product that if I want to correct my under eye area, or if I want to highlight my forehead, nose, my chin or cheekbones, I use this. This is quite handy because it has two sides. There is the light side, and then there is the more fuller coverage. So depending if you want more coverage, more rich product, you can choose the right product. These are both same color, and on the light side you have a smaller brush that you can use, and on the thicker side there is this kind of spoolie, sponge kind of end. So these are a bit different kind of products. I really enjoy this product because this is something you can mix with your foundation, you can use before or after your concealer. It's something you can highlight or correct, and this is really great line. I really enjoy this a lot. This is kind of similar to the Becca one, surprisingly, the full side. If you think the luminosity in this product, this is not so oily kind of feeling, but if you want that kind of heavy brightening on your under eye area, then this is the right product. If you want to have something little not so full, lighter kind of correcting, then the lighter side is something you could have if you mix the one from Benefit and from the Maybelline. So the light one is more thin. There is coverage still and there is pigmentation, but it's much more thin. The shade is really light. It's not very heavily pink. It's very light pink, but there is a lot of that pigment, so it really corrects the shade in your face. But here are my thoughts of these 5 products. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment of if you have tried these products or you want some kind of other tips and tricks how to use this, or if you have any other similar products you like, you want to recommend for me and the others, so please feel free to leave those comments below. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.